loses, it's Biel. The last chance, he's got to win 2 against 2 of the current best players in the world.
Check out that Pro League record, 17 and 11. He's got a downwards arrow, though, and he just lost the Star League Finals to his teammate.
Yeah, in the same matchup. He certainly showed some shortcomings there. He's been in a pretty bad place over the last couple of months because he's just been losing the Grand Finals of GSL, losing the Grand Finals of Star League, not doing well in Pro League playoffs. He's in a bad place.
It takes a lot from a person, a human being, to take that many losses in a row and not break. And after what we saw yesterday, it kind of was a bit of breaking. He was getting very frustrated, very flustered. He made 3 Hydrodens, 2 Spires. It was all over the place, and he was not prepared from the push for SOS.
Let's check out these matchups. SOS having a bit of a weaker matchup versus Zerg overall in regular season. Biel incredible versus Protoss. He's shown his versatility. He's been focusing more on the Zerg versus Terran matchup. It's a matchup he has to play versus Innovation on Sunday. It's a matchup he played to get not only through the Star League semis and the round of 8, but the same thing he had to do to get through the end of the GSL. So let's see if he can show us something different today than what he showed us yesterday.
That's what it's got to be. Let's jump into game number 6 now on Cactus Valley between Biel, the last hope of CJ Anthus, and SOS, the big guy. Up here in the top right in the yellow from CJ Anthus, the Zerg player, their last hope. It is Biel.
And down to the bottom right in green, Virginia Green Wings. And carrying them to victory 2 weeks in a row, it is SOS. And, let's talk about Biel's recent form because I feel like that's the most important thing. It's a stark contrast. It's the exact opposite of SOS's recent wins. Crazy good performances in Pro League. A reverse all-kill versus KT to prevent that third-day match. Taking wins yesterday. The guy is on point. Biel lost the GSL Season 2 finals. Then he lost the Star League finals. He lost his most recent Pro League games, which is where that down arrow comes from. And now he's going to a GSL final where most people are actually favoring his opponent, Innovation. And a lot of people are saying, well, he's... I don't even...
What?
Feel the big green bat.
I guess that's SOS.
SOS, he's
got
the
the bat.
big guy. He has the baseball bats.
Yeah, he's got the baseball bats.
Oh.
He's the big green bat from Jin Air.
All right.
But a lot of people are really... Oh, looks like we're going to see a cannon rush here as I continue this discussion.
Oh, hold the phone. Hold the phone, Wolf.
Okay, it's going to be a gateway, so I can keep going on this topic. But he's essentially playing in 2 back-to-back finals and then another back-to-back GSL finals. So a lot of people are saying, you can't say he's in bad form. This guy is in 3 finals this year, but he didn't win any of them. And the people he's playing against in this league right now and will be playing against if CJ goes to the finals are all those same players. So he's in a slump. It's very clear. He's very emotional. There's photograph evidence of him being insanely emotional after his loss in Star League. He cried on stage, on stream, on TV when he lost versus Rain. The guy needs to pull himself together here.
This is really cute from SOS. I mean, Hero just did this to Rogue, right? So he's saying, okay, I'm going to mind game this guy.
Yeah.
And this is going to give SOS such a great start. Because behind this, he's making...
2 probes, too?
Yeah.
Wow. And that's a lot of drones going down as well. That's 6 drones for this.
And he's got a gateway behind it. There's no cannons.
No,
it's a Nexus.
It's a Nexus behind this. It's a very greedy style, very mind-gamey. This just shows where SOS is right now and how confident he is. This is so cute. I'm loving it.
Yeah. He's knocking this one out of the park so far. His big green bat.
Yeah, I was about to say. Swinging that bat.
Yeah.
A madman right now. Loving it. Well, still those drones remain as well, so extreme paranoia. And you can't blame him because he saw 2 probes.
Yeah, you see 2 probes. It just happened today. It's SOS as well, another guy who's really tricky. He can pull something crazy like that out on a giant map like Cactus Valley, and that's why he kind of overreacts here.
I think it's a good start, especially against someone who's so emotional and gets so easily affected by things like this. And we're going to see this Overlord get into position, see the gateway, and go, oh, God.
So you fooled me big time.
This guy
right here. Well, I think it's going to be a Stargate behind this as well, judging from what I've seen so far in this pylon. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, it could be a Stargate outside the main.
Could be Dog Shrine.
It could also be a bunch of hidden gateways. 2-base timing attack.
That's the creator build, man.
Yeah.
I miss Creator.
I miss him too, man. So sad.
Aww. Well,
please come back.
I hope he does, but he hasn't joined a team yet, right?
Not that we know of.
Well, I think it's going to be a Twilight here,
I think
guys.
you're right.
I think it's going to be Twilight.
Based on the resources, there it is.
Boom.
SOS is the type of player that has so many different builds in his like bag of builds. He's got this huge backpack. He's like, which one do you guys want to see today? Pulls it out, and it just works consistently. You never think.
True.
You never think like 5 games in a row. He shows a different type of crazy build, not a single standard game, not even one, and still gets 5 wins in a row. You just would never expect that would ever work.
It's a stark contrast. Hold the phone.
Let's see if he can get into the main base though. Well, I think he should be able to.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get in at least with 1. If
he
not
needs to
both.
block this. I mean,
he's not even microing like with probes or anything. Going to
That
show
is
a
so
forge here. No one's going to believe that. No one is going to believe that.
Well, Dark Shrine on the outside, where we predicted as well. But I'm pretty sure Bial is paranoid from here and will put down safety spores.
He should.
It's got to be safety spores from here. It's going to deal with DTs. It's going to deal with any kind of Stargate that is proxied as well. He knows something's proxied.
You can smell it.
I can smell it.
I can smell it, man. Like somebody at like the restaurant above the studio was right now like, what is that? Smells like Dark Shrine down there.
Smells like a big green Batman. Well,
it's like,
look at that. 3 spores going down.
Yeah.
So there's our problem right there for SOS.
How many Lings is he going to have on the map, though? Because spores can get targeted. Okay,
Whoa.
Ling's going to the right spot.
Ooh, he's going to scout that for sure. Oh, unless he chases the probe, which is probably the smarter choice at this point. He's got to stop those pylons getting down.
Gets a great scout on the 3rd base coming up as well. So Bailey has got a lot of information right now in this game, and he's going to be very safe about what's coming his way. There are a lot of gates, though.
Yeah, he's making a few Lings here. Not too many. I think he should have just enough to be fine here. He's saving that pro.
Stalker's got to be careful, too. Link speed a little while away still, and there's a Dark Shrine.
Let's see how well he splits these up, or if he's just going to target spores
he's looking
together.
For the spore, but there's too many Lings and a Queen there.
Oh, man, he's not paying attention, though.
He's got to block it.
He's not blocking it.
Trying to go for the block, and he has the detection.
He can actually just fight.
He's just fighting the drones, and that's exactly what he should do. Now he can actually take this Queen out. Another DT's coming in.
This shouldn't be happening.
Spine, though. Spine finishes.
Spine finishes, and that was 9 drones going down, by the way.
In the meantime, Speed has finished, and the Lings are coming towards the front. That's a Stalker trying to block, and a surround here on the DT.
Does get a kill on the Queen, but definitely not worth it there. The Sentry comes in just in time.
Oh, wow.
Just barely. He actually blocked that with the 2nd Zealot as well.
That precision warp in.
Unreal.
Something else here, but he's still going to deal with these Speedlings. Looking at his Dark Templar would actually make a lot of sense.
He's actually not paying attention to anything over there. In fact, going to lose his pylon. And there's no detection here, unfortunately, so the Sentry and Zealot will go down, but he should save the base.
Needs that block. Okay, there we go.
Could actually just put a DT there as well. Hydra Den coming up. He really wants to punish the fact that there's no Robotech here, and there's not a lot of, there's no Blink, for example.
Really nice Zergling harass here.
There's a distinct lack of tech available here for SOS to deal with the follow-up out of Bial.
Gets Sentry warp in here. A huge mistake. Why warp Sentries in here? You could warp in either a DT or Zealots, but Sentry was the exact wrong choice.
Everything changing up once again here. Certainly give the momentum for Bial at this point, and he's going to follow up with a very scary Hydra timing, and there's no answer for it.
There was literally 1 DT and 1 Zealot on the map right now. That's it.
There's no answer.
He's going to try to get charged and an obscene amount of Zealots out, but this amount of Hydras is already coming out, and he's going to begin to group up here and go for an attack.
It's important to make sure he has Overseers with this as well, but he doesn't have Blink. He doesn't have enough Stalkers to snipe any Overseers. He's just using this Dark Temple like it's an Observer. He just warped in Sentries in a bad spot, caused him so much gas, and Bial knows every single gas unit he's killed, all these DTs, 4 DTs, 3 Sentries. He knows there's no way he has enough units to hold this. This should be a crushing victory here for Bial at this 3rd base.
Let's see what SOS can do in terms of the magic he's going to have to pull off. 4 Zealots.
1 Sentry on the map. Mothership core.
Mothership core cannot go down. He's going to look for that Overseer, I think, to try and buy time.
He could try to target it with the Nexus Cannon.
Yeah, that's his best chance at this point. But even then, he's so far behind. He's going to lose his Cyber Core for free.
He needs to remake that. He's making an Archon with those DTs. This means pure Zealot is going to be the way. He needs to warp in some of those Zealots right now.
Oh, hold on. If he gets in a bad place with these Hydras, maybe behind can work out.
He's trying to come in here now, but the Archon is going to get surrounded and pounded on by those Hydras.
He should target that Archon with the Hydras. It's doing so much work to the Lynx.
Nice kiting by SOS, actually. He's holding on. Charge is about to finish up.
Yeah, Charge is going to be a game changer as well. So long as he waits for enough Zealots to fight this army.
He's got a decent amount of mineral bank to keep warping in those Zealots. He's got 2 more DTs to make another Archon to help with the Lings. There's that Archon coming in. Blink and +2 on the way.
You just got to hold out just a little bit longer, keep building this army up before he has to go for the fight.
Just got to hold on here at all costs.
Okay, here we go.
Charge coming through, getting some decent shots down. The 2 Archons in the back going to help out here. All the Lings have evaporated.
Oh, man, this is looking bad. The Hydras need to kite back. The Zealot's coming through. He charges back in.
And all the Hydras are going to go down. The Archons have been focused down. There's 1 still alive, but the entire army gets wiped out.
Look at the worker count, 63 to 57.
Look at the money as well for Biel. It's like he just stopped macroing. I don't understand what's going on right now. Remaking everything, making a Roach War, and now he's so far behind in tech, he needs Roaches to deal with these charge lots.
And also to help deal with the Archons as well to a certain extent. You can't deal with that with pure Hydra. You need a buffer.
Yeah, you do. You need a big buffer, and he just got caught out of position in such a weird way. He saw the army composition that SOS was building. He knew what was on the way.
Ling run by, though.
This could do something.
Yeah, no more wall here. Going to have to warp in a bunch of Zealots.
Yeah, not sentries this time, please. He's got a cannon back there. 1 Zealot going to help do the trick. He's actually hold positioning a bit too early here. And actually, this isn't going to find much damage at all.
Yeah, and with charge on these Zealots, we'll be able to clean up these Lings so easily.
I feel like he should have just attacked the natural instead of trying to hit the 3rd base with those Hydras. He walked too far off creep without Hydra speed.
You got Storm on the way here. It's going to be good against Ling Hydra, but with a huge amount of Roaches coming through here, Biel, if he gets into a decent spot with no sentries also out on the map, he could possibly try to fight against this army.
When you say that, but look at the Storm on the way now. All SOS has to do from here is keep the scouting, scout this Roach Hydra composition, wait for Storm, and then kill him.
Can we talk about how there were like 20 Hydras on the map, and there was 1 Zealot and 1 DT, and he lost his Cyber Core and still held?
Yeah, well, I guess that's just what happens when you don't find a killing blow at all. You're hovering between the 3rd and the natural. You let both bases continue mining, and then the counter comes out with charge lots and Archons.
He's getting Hydra speed now with Roach speed as well.
There are no upgrades right now in terms of attack or defense for Biel either, and there's +3 on the way. It's this push is kind of looking not
flimsy.
so scary for Biel,
Yeah.
and very scary for SOS with Storm and +2 finish.
If he waits for Storm, he's in a good place. He's got to make sure his army is together, his Templar are with his units, and then he should be able to close this out, because there's no way this army fights against Storm unless the Storms are completely whiffed.
He's got to have like perfect splits, and if the Storms are not good and they hit the Zealots, that could actually be pretty good for Biel.
If he even only storms the Roaches, it should be enough here. He's going to try to find an angle from the left side. This actually works against the Zealots. He's going to use this gateway wall against them to a certain extent. This is a great way to engage this location. Zealots actually charging in little by little here, and this is not a good way to fight. He has to back off.
A bit of a run by at the same time towards that 3rd base. Not sure what's going on over here. A bunch of Roaches coming out. We'll clean this up.
This is a really good angle for Biel. This is exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah,
Gonna pick off some gates.
Look at the units on the high ground as well, doing some good damage. Blink has finished it. Here come the Storms. They're pretty good so far.
The
Zealots
are
are charging forward.
Splits are also really, really good here for Biel. His army does start to fade away, but he is remaxing back at home. We see a big Blink to chase. These Hydras and Roaches, some of them will escape, but a lot of them are already going down. He needs to get his units together. It's part of the issue is, like you said, there's no upgrades. He's getting blinked on again.
+3 finishes, and he cannot escape this army. He's going to try to go for a run by at the natural, but that's another flimsy amount of Roaches coming in.
Now he's going to find the Forge, maybe.
Dark Templar should be able to get rid of this as well. It doesn't really matter what he loses at this point. He's chasing down the main bulk of the army, and he could just counterattack and go for the kill.
Yeah, those upgrades are such a problem right now.
Look at this, just a bunch of Roaches. They are on creep, but with this huge Protoss army pummeling down here with +3 right now, I'm not sure if Biel can hold this off. I don't think so.
It's 3 base versus 3 base as well. You know, that 4th base is empty. And he's finding another angle over here. And as long as he gets those Archons with the Zealots up at the front, the Stalkers continue to blink micro. It's going to be an easy fight here. And don't forget the Storms. Here they come.
Storm's coming in. Also, if he snipes that Spore, no detection right now.
Oh, man, it's such a bad army composition from Biel as well. Almost pure roaches at this point.
It's no longer relevant.
Storm's coming in to hit everything that Biel has, and there's just way too much Protoss, way too much SOS. It looks like he should be able to close out this last game.
Killing everything here. There's a few Hydras left at the back, but look at how much damage that 1DT is doing. Like you said, no detection here. Storm comes down. Archon sneaking in from the top. He now at 40 supply. GG!
Jinair is going to the finals against SK Telecom on the back of SOS once again.
What a game! His DT's fine, a few kills. He has no units. He loses sentries. He won't send sentries to die. He has one Zealot and one DT versus the Hydras and Lings coming to his third base. He loses his Cyber Core, but all he has to defend is charge and a few Archons. He waits, he's patient, he uses his Nexus Cannon, he's careful, and eventually is able to push that back. What an incredible game from SOS.
Yeah, he really turned that one around. And Biel, I mean, he's continuing that slump, which is kind of a worry for him going into GSL Grand Finals coming up. But yeah, just really kind of misplay there, going for that Hydra Ling timing when he thought SOS was incredibly weak, which he was, but he never went for the kill, he never went for the economic damage, and it gave SOS just so much time.
And then he didn't have any transition. There was just nothing left to do except just to make more Roaches and Hydras, which was a composition that was losing its usefulness as Storm and more Archons got added onto the map.
SOS knew exactly what he needed to do. I'm not sure if he had +1 in that fight as well against the Ling Hydras, but once the charge finished as well as I think +1 was done, all the Lings just evaporated, and that left only the Hydras without the speed, and I'm not sure if they had the range, but they just were able to get right on top of them, and there was nothing they could do. They were all alone out there off creep.
Yeah, it's such a powerful composition. Charge lot, Archon against pure Ling, Hydra, no upgrades, no roach burn on the map. Like, it's going to get redundant pretty quickly, and SOS held on until the end.
Well, there you have it. 4-2 results and a 2-0 result here for Jinair Green Wings, defeating CJ twice. We are going to have the Jinair Green Wings versus SK Telecom T1 Grand Final. It's going to be the week from Saturday. It's going to be at Lotte World, the Garden Stage. It is going to be sick. Do not miss this.
Yeah, this is what it all culminates to. This one day. This one gigantic match between these two teams. We said it at the beginning of today. We think that Jinair Green Wings were the team to actually go ahead and challenge SK Telecom. They make it through, and that is going to be one hell of a final.
Yeah, it really is.